We're live.
Hey.
Hello, hello, hello.
Totally my fault. Sorry, got caught up at work, and then my nephew and my mum was here, and we were just chit-chatting and all that. Then I had to run to the loo and just all of those boring things. So welcome. Hello.
Happy Friday. We made it. We got there.
Friday.
We got there. We did. Now, you would have seen from our little avatar or was it avatar or advert? What would you say?
Picture.
Thumbnail. That's the best term. Kelly went to Paul's. Now, anybody not familiar, explain what Paul's is.
So Paul's is a bakery, and a French bakery, by the way. And they do all of these lovely pastries. So I had to buy some for work, for like a couple of things. And I just thought, well, while I'm in there, let me buy some stuff. Well, actually, I bought it in the morning before work, and then I had to go back and buy stuff.
What does depuis mean?
Since 1889. So they've been going since 1889.
For a second, I thought that that said 1886. Why the age is different? No, it's not 1889.
No.
Anyway, I digress. So
they've been going since 1889.
Now, these are very familiar right across London.
Yes.
I see a lot of Paul's right across London, but I don't know if anybody else has had them. They are. I think they are nationwide. I think they are.
Yeah, well, I've seen them all over London, and I think they're a bit like Pat Bow, where they're all over.
Yeah.
So
anyway,
yeah.
Enough said. Let's get home. So
a couple of them in there though are from M&S.
Ah.
So they're not all.
Oh, I can see this in. All right. So let's do the Paul's first, and then we'll do the M&S.
Okay.
Right. So here we go, guys. That's M&S.
Yeah.
Right. Do you want to? I have washed my hands. Do you want to talk us through?
Okay. Oh, these are the beignets. So these are the mini donuts.
Sam, how are you?
Hey, Sam. I hope you're well.
Nice to see you.
So these are beignets. They are the mini donuts. Let me just show you.
Is that what you call mini donuts? Beignets?
No, these are so basically we have donuts here. The French, well, not even the French. I think this is more like a New Orleans thing.
Ah, okay.
And they call them, and these are beignets.
So obviously New Orleans has got the French influence.
Yeah. And so that's their version of donuts or mini donuts.
Right, okay. How you been anyway, Sam? Are you feeling okay? I hope you're well. Oh, good. I'm glad you're good. I'm glad. I know that last week you had a bit of a grrr. Obviously, when you're not well.
Yeah.
It sounded just
yeah.
But I'm glad. I'm so glad you're feeling well today. It's really nice to see you. Right, this one. Do you want to do this one?
Okay. Oh, this is a chocolate and almond croissant. Now, if you know me, you know I am down for the chocolate almond croissants. And yeah, so I wanted to compare this to the Gales and to Bread Aheads.
Bread Aheads one.
Well, Bread Aheads is pistachio and chocolate, but also Arome do chocolate and almond.
Sinclair, how are you doing? You okay?
Hey, how are you?
You well? You good?
Thank you for joining us.
Sam's been having some early Halloween fun with Z. I hope you guys had a really good time. Is he sort of familiar with the whole Halloween theme yet? Does he understand it all? Oh, bless. Oh, that's so nice. So you've seen the donuts. We're going to try
the beignets.
We've got the paws. Right, now then, what is in this little box?
Well, I don't know until you open it.
Ah, okay. All right.
At the front there, yeah.
Right. Ashford, we'll do the reveal. We'll do the reveal. No one saw that. Take two. You can tell this is live. I don't know what it's like now in here.
Oh, this is the apricot croissant.
Look at that. That looks amazing. I thought this was savoury to begin with. I thought they were tomatoes, but it's not.
No, it's apricot. It's a shame that the camera's not focusing in.
No, it's not focusing in. Right, let me just try again. There you go. That's better.
There you go.
So those are apricots. I'm assuming that's some form of custard.
Sauce anglaise or creme anglaise.
This looks a bit burnt up here, but I'm sure that's okay.
I'm wondering if this is the same one.
Okay. Oh, it smells nice. Oh, good. I'm glad you're good, Saint Cot. I'm really good. Things are all right.
Yeah, this one's a better one. Probably.
All right. Oh, you've done two?
Well, there's a bit of a story, but we won't discuss that. We'll discuss that after.
Oh, okay. So this is the second one with the glaze. Oh, this has got a nicer glaze. I should have done this one first.
Yeah.
Right. So this one, we'll try this one.
Yeah.
Oh, she sent us some pictures of Z having fun.
Ooh,
We'll check those out. We won't share them because of Z's age, but we will.
Yeah.
We will definitely check that out. Right, and then the last one. Right. I try not to throw it on the floor this time round. Oh, what's this?
Milfoy.
Oh, I love milfoy. Look at that.
I know you love milfoy.
Look at that's a very thin milfoy. So anybody
I
not?
thought there was another. Is there not another box in the fridge?
Now, can you just see? That's a. I'll have another look in a minute. But that's a. So basically, it's a custard slice milfoy.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
It's a posh French way of saying custard slice.
Yeah.
I go for the good old English custard slice.
I thought there was others, but okay. Anyway.
All right, let me go check. Right, now we've got some M&S stuff to show. So these will be Paul's. Then we're going to move on to M&S. So these are the Marks and Spencer's bakery. We're going to try these on the
got a bit squash.
I can see it's got a bit of squash, but it is what it is. We're all friends here. Oh, what's this?
This is also a custard tart.
Ah, right. Now I'm going to slide this up to the front so you guys can see. There we go.
This is a berry custard tart.
Right, so this is Marks and Spencer's berry custard tart. We are assuming that the berries, I'm guessing blueberries and those are raspberries.
Yeah, I'm assuming so, yeah.
There we go. Right, we're going to try that. And then, last but not least, to tempt your taste buds, we will let you know what we think of this, which is, again, M&S. M&S. Oh, what's this? In a little fancy cup.
This is a cinnamon bun.
One of my favorites. Right. All right, guys, you get to decide what we try first.
Yeah.
You get to decide.
So let us know what you'd like us to try first.
So we've got the apricot, we've got the milfoy, we've got the M&S 2 bits as well. We have got the donuts, the mini donuts.
The beignets.
And we have
chocolate and almond croissant.
The chocolate and almond croissant. So we will wait for you guys to decide what they're going to do. So like I said, we've gone with Paul, which is a French patisserie bakery, which you find all over London. I'm pretty sure you find them all over the UK.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
You guys know M&S is pretty much all around the UK. So we've got those ones to try as well.
Even in France.
Yes, they are.
Paris.
Yes, I was shocked at that. So when Kelly and I went to Paris, we did see M&S in there.
They had a Pret there as well.
Right, Sam has got in there first. She said, I would tuck into the custard slice first.
Do you mean, so when you say custard slice, do you mean the milfoy?
Or the apricot?
Or the apricot.
Are we going milfoy or apricot?
Or berry, because they've all got custard in it.
So we're either going this one,
which is the apricot
one, or chocolate and almond croissant one.
Oh.
Or that one.
I think Sam got in there first.
Yeah.
So let's just clarify what Sam says.
So we'll do it in that order. We'll do Sam's one first.
And then we'll move on to the chocolate.
I think Sam means this one. Apricot one.
Apricot.
Oh, I got it.
Do you know what, Sam? I did think you meant apricot.
Right, so we will do your one next. Right, so here we go. There's the apricot one. Looking shiny, shiny. I didn't bring a knife, so we can just take a bite first.
Okay. Oh.
So look at that. Really flaky. I'm trying to think of the best way to show you. So there's Kelly's little bite in there. Really flaky. It's got the apricots in there. I'm going to take my bite now. Oh, wow.
Sorry, because it was sweet. It attacks the sides of my mouth.
That is so good. You can taste the apricot. It's almost like it's apricot and phyllo pastry.
It's like a savoury pastry.
Yeah, it's definitely a savoury pastry.
Rather than a sweet pastry.
That is definitely a savoury pastry.
But for me, the apricots are a little bit sour.
They are sour.
But for you, that would be...
This for me is perfect. Because the custard is sweet, but the apricots are sour. They are fresh apricots. They are not tinned apricots. 100% these are not tinned apricots because they are sour. And when I say sour, not very sour, but
sour for me though.
I know this wouldn't be your thing. Right. If you like a slight tang like you do when you get a
Crumble.
crumble. This is for you. If you're a sweet tooth like Kelly and you like it super sweet,
It needs more sugar.
yeah, but I knew that would be you. This is really nice for me. This is delicious. There we go. So that's the apricot one. We'll hold on fire onto that. Right, next is St. Cots. So it's it's chicken. There's no chicken in this. It's the chocolate. And would it be nice with a slice of cheese? I actually think it would. I haven't got a slice of cheese. I've got.
I wouldn't have cheese though with fruit. I know a lot of people do, and that's a classic thing. Grapes and
there it is.
grapes and cheese and things like that, strawberries and cheese and all of that.
I would say yes, Sam. I would say
but,
yes.
Yeah, that's more your thing, Evelyn's thing, and my mum.
The apricots are quite sharp, so
Yeah.
it's not actually you wouldn't get the hit of sweet fruit and the cheese. You would get probably the sharp. You would get tangy and tangy.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So this is St. Cott's request. This is the
Lift up a little bit. Yeah.
the apricots.
No, this is the chocolate.
I'm going, Matt.
This is the almond and chocolate croissant.
Thank you. You sorted me out. The almond and chocolate croissant. Right. You go first. I'm going to be very interested to see how this compares. Oh, wow. That's a big bite. Okay, there we are. That's it inside with the paste. Right. I'll let you try that while I do this.
It's really good. But it almost tastes a little bit like pear.
Do you know what I thought when I took? I think there's booze in that, but there isn't.
No.
When I got it, the chocolate is quite strong. It's a very strong chocolate. You can see it oozing out the bottom there.
It's a Belgian chocolate though, rather than a French chocolate, I think.
Tell me what you think before I say, and I'll tell you what I think.
It's not as good as. Don't take off all the. Just buy it, or just he wants to peel up. Or you know when someone wants to deconstruct something and you're like it's not even finished yet. I want to have some.
All right, there you
go. It's not as good as Arome's one. Nowhere near as good as Arome's one. I would even go so far as to say Gale's is better than this one.
Right.
It's good, but there are other better ones that I've tried.
Now, I'll tell you my opinion. I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, that chocolate is so strong it overpowers everything. I cannot taste the almond in there. So, for me, if you like strong chocolate, this is for you. And when I say strong, I don't mean it's not bitter.
No.
But it's a very strong, it is the predominant thing. If you like chocolate, you'll love this. You can just about taste the almond. I agree with Kelly. In the other two that we tried, Bread Ahead and Gale's, you could really taste the combo of the chocolate and the almond. You can only taste the chocolate in this for me.
But with Bread Ahead, it was pistachio and chocolate. With Gale's, it's almond and chocolate.
But you can see it's light, it's fluffy, it's really aerated. Yeah. There's lots of lovely layers in there.
Do you know what though? It's also not as crisp. It's a bit softer.
Yes, it is soft.
Yeah, it's more. I would not cake consistency, but more so than the other two, because the other two are like a more croissant-y, and this I feel was a little bit more cakey, perhaps.
Sam said my mum used to slice up an apple and give it to me in cold milk with a sprinkle of sugar. It's lovely. Do you know what? Really? I've done the same without Kelly knowing. I'll chop up an apple and I actually dip the apple in the sugar bowl, and it's that taste of the sugar. Brown sugar's better. It's so good, but I never told Kelly that. And I do love apple and cheese. I've done that as well. I'll get a slice of cheese and a slice of apple, and I have to sandwich it in the two. That's delicious as well. St. Cott said it does look tasty. It is nice. So out of the three you've now tried, which one are you going for? Bread Ahead, Gale's, or this?
Or you missed out Arome, because Arome would top them all.
Yeah, I would say Arome.
Arome would top them all.
Followed by Gale's for me.
Yeah. But the thing about Bread Ahead, I love the Bread Ahead, and that would come a close second, except that it's pistachio. I haven't tried the almond and chocolate. They do pistachio and chocolate. That's so good, though. So good.
I will leave that for you because that's your favourite.
Not my favourite.
Well, I mean your favourite
out of what we've tried, probably.
Yeah, exactly. I know you're not going to go for these tart apricots anymore. Right, next on the list, shall we do a donut? No, let's try.
Donut tree.
I'll share yours.
So here we go. The beignet, as they call them.
Kizzy the cat sent you a meow message. Oh, Kizzy, meow. All right. Meow. So it's chocolate filled. Ah, look at that. It's a chocolate. Oh, it's not going to show. It's a chocolate filled donut. All right, okay.
That's not the same chocolate that is in that puzzle.
No, that chocolate. Right. So I give you. All right, you're eating, so I'll give my opinion. That bread is fantastic. In that donut, that bread, I'm going to say it, and I'm going to be controversial. I think it's better than breadhead. The bread in that is fantastic. The problem is, and I say a problem, I wouldn't elect to have a chocolate donut. If I was going for a donut, I'd always go for raspberry. Now, hear me out. Hear me out. It's more traditional. I do like chocolate, don't get me wrong, but I prefer a raspberry donut to a chocolate donut. But that bread is wonderful. I would definitely recommend a Paul's mini. What do they call them?
Beignets.
Beignets. A Paul's beignets. A posh word.
Beignet is one, and then beignets is obviously more than one.
A posh name for a French donut. Beignets. I would definitely recommend going for Paul's Donuts. Beignets.
Beignet.
Je suis beignets. I think that's fantastic.
I had to speak French today to someone, just off topic for a minute. So I had to phone up a couple of places. And one of the girls that I was speaking to had to spell my name and all of this. And in my mind, because she couldn't understand what I was saying, so I then had to spell, but in French. And I always get mixed up with the letters a little bit. And I'm just like, oh, and I was like, oh, you know, I said to her in French. She goes, oh, do you speak French? She was asking me this in French. And I was like, yes, I do speak French, but my French is terrible. I've forgotten all the French. But the thing is, she's confused because my accent is really on point. But when you're explaining with an accent that's on point, they're confused. Like, but you speak French, okay? You know, you're speaking it. So yeah, it was just funny. Yeah.
I'm just getting high on these donuts. Where are we? Sam said, I love the smell of freshly baked bread. This, honestly, it's so light. The bread for this donut is so light. It's so soft. It's so fluffy. That is amazing. Douche, hello.
Hey, Douche.
How are you? You okay?
But it's not thingy sugar, like.
It's not sugared. And I think
no, it's got icing sugar on it, but it doesn't taste of icing sugar. It
no,
tastes
no,
like
no,
a
no.
different sugar.
I really like those donuts. Never had a chocolate donut, prefer a custard one, says Saint Cot. These are nice, and I know what you're saying. I think I would. I think, do you know what? It's almost like having a chocolate sandwich. I never have chocolate sandwich. I never buy Nutella. I never put it on toast or bread. I just never do.
You do when your brother buys it.
I've not. What was that? 5 years ago? 6 years ago?
Yeah. Spoon it out.
Well, that's what you didn't listen to what I said. I don't have chocolate on bread. I'd have it on its own, but I wouldn't have it with bread. So I agree with St. Cot. I would, if given the choice between this and custard, it would be custard. Given the choice between this and raspberry, it'd be raspberry. But I'm just saying the bread in these Pauls, these beignets, I would definitely recommend.
For me, I love jam donuts. They will always be classic to me. Whether I love them more than a glazed ring donut is I don't know is the answer to that one. I can't tell you which I love more. But yum yums are the closest thing that would, for me, is like a traditional glazed donut. I'm not talking about like what you call it, Krispy Kremes and all of that. A traditional glazed ring donut, I don't know. I think maybe because it's more nostalgia for me from when I was growing up and you'd always get like a glazed ring donut. I absolutely love jam donuts. I do not like jam donuts with any type of seeds in it. Don't give me no jam with seeds in it. I don't want it. I want a jam donut that's pure, and there's lots of jam in there, and you just bite it, and all the jam squeezing. Oh my god, it's so good.
So guys, let us know where you sit on the filling debate on the donut. Are you going for jam? Are you going for custard? Are you going for chocolate? Are you going for something else? But I've got to say, do they do different version fillings, Pauls?
I didn't see any because they do sort of like they do the beignets, and they do these croquette things, but I've not tasted those. And they you know, like if you go to a hotel and they do what you call it continental breakfast, and you get the mini, you get like the mini croissants, and then the mini pain au chocolat, and then the mini what's the one, like pain au raisin, and all of that, and they had them there. And I really, really wanted to just buy a few of those, because do you know what? Sometimes you don't want a full pastry. Sometimes you just want a bite-sized pastry.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And sometimes if you're having a bite of one, you don't want the bite of the. So yeah, so I might get those next time.
I was going to say, these are perfect size as well if you just want to send have a little something, because they're just really tiny. They are, my hands are clean. You can see they're very, very small. So they are. And you can see the chocolate coming through the top there, that little brown part at the top. So that is the chocolate there. As Kelly said, Kelly says as well, they are lightly covered in a very, very fine icing sugar, not the regular sugar you would get.
Yeah.
Where are we? So Sam said, I was teaching Zachary to count in French a few days ago. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, Touche had a colonoscopy done yesterday. Oh, bless you. So
Oh.
resting up from that. I'll be watching you tonight from the bathtub. Well,
bless you.
Get a well-earned relax.
Enjoy, listen, take part, don't take part, whatever makes you feel comfortable.
But you definitely deserve that relax.
You do.
And Touche said she would go for custard or chocolate, not the raspberry. Oh, so you go away from the traditional. Sam said sending you love as well, as do we. You rest up. Right, now then, we are still on our culinary little journey, if you like. So the next up, this is the most unusual millefeuille I've ever seen, or custard slice. There you go. Look, Sam sending you little messages of love. Look at that little thing. I like that. Little envelopes with hearts on them. But yeah, this is the most unusual one I've seen. It almost looks like marble, the effect on it.
It looks like sugar, like a glazed ring donut sugar.
And look, there's the custard in the middle.
But is that, that's meant to be like the what you get on top of a millefeuille. I mean, what on top of a custard slice.
It's very thin. Normally you get them 2 stack. So this is going to be interesting. So you get to go first.
Oh, merci.
That's a good bite. All right, there we go. So there's Kelly's bite. You can see there the 2 layers of pastry and then the thing on the top. Here we go. That is me. That is my thing. That is lovely. My only reservation is, look, I think there isn't enough custard to pastry ratio. That's mine. I could just taste the custard, but that is delicious. You've got this tiny layer of sugar over the top, which just adds that extra sweetness to it. The custard itself, which I'm just going to try, isn't that sweet. And what they've done is they've added that layer, which gives it that top. Oh, thank you all. Love this little family, says Touche. And we love you too.
Do you know what? I was saying to Sam the other day.
I'm having another bite, sorry.
That I feel like, we think about you all. So like if we're out somewhere and I'll be like, I think Tanika would like this. And then the next time we'll mention it, or we'll say, oh, do you know what? I think Sam will like this. Oh, this will be right up Touche Street. Do you know what I mean? So we think about you all as we're getting to know you, because we don't know you all like well yet. So we get to know your likes, your dislikes, whether you lean towards Mark's taste buds or my taste buds, whether you go and try the things that we may do videos on or stuff like that. And then if you do that, then you'll know sort of where your tastes lie, whether they lie with Mark or with mine, because we envisage or taste things totally differently.
Oh yeah. I mean, we'll actually have big debates over it. I just
Yeah.
say, no, it doesn't. Yes, it does. No, it does not.
Yeah, yeah, and plus, I think Mark gets to try all the more vegetarian stuff or the more pescatarian stuff, which will lend itself to people who are into the vegetarian, pescatarian aspects, and I'm the meat eater and this and that, and so, and plus my taste buds are sweet, yours are a little bit bitter, and you like the more sharper tasting things and the sour things. I'm not about that, so. But I love this little community, and I love the way that it's going. I like when people take part, even if people just want to sit back and watch us or listen to us, or it's just nice to sort of like be in a community and be able to talk to you all and stuff like that. But truly, when we are out or if we're eating, or not every single time, but when we, a lot of times when we're out, we're like, oh yeah, you know what, so and so would like this, or so and so would like that, or I think this is right up so and so street. Do you know what I mean? And that's how we are. I'm not saying every single time when we go out it's like that, but for me, it's like when you buy a gift for someone, you're not looking for a gift for that person, but if something pops up, you think, oh my god, like I've got one friend, and when I see something, because I know her so well, I'll be like, oh my god, that's going to be right up her street, and I'll buy it and save it as for a birthday present or a Christmas present, because I know. But I'm not actively looking for a gift for her. But if I see something, I know, oh my god, that's going to be right up her street. So
there you go. Anyway, whilst they were doing that, I was eyeing more stuff.
Of course he was.
Sue said, oh, husband loves a jam donut. It can't be beaten for him. And I do agree with it. The traditional one is the one that most people would go for, I would say. And Sue said, oh, trust me to join as soon as you start eating. Well, if we're demoing it, we'll do a little talk at the beginning, but we like to go straight into the food.
Do you know what? I want to wait for more of you to come on. But Mark is so excited and he can't even wait. He can't wait for more people to come on.
People can watch us on catch up. If you like what you see, always feel free. As soon as this live is over, of course, it's straight on to catch up. You can watch it, catch up on the bits we didn't. But like I said, we do stretch it out a little bit just so you can see what we're doing.
I think stretch it out a bit more.
Well, we are. We've been going for 27 minutes and we've just tried.
Pretty much all of them.
No, we haven't. There's 2 more things to try. Anyway, Sam said that one looked the tastiest. So what Sam was referring to is this one, which is the...
the milfoy.
Milfoy. I've got to say, for me, that is, but I love the milfoy. But the apricot one has surprised me how good it is.
For me, I feel like with that milfoy, it tasted, for me, a little bit powdery.
No, you don't know what you're talking about.
So, like, like there's a powder in it somewhere. That's what it tasted like to me. So I've got the after effects of some type of powder. So it wasn't the best for me. I like the flavor, but I've never really been a lover of like custard tarts anyway. But I knew that milfoy because I know what Mark likes. So hence I got the milfoy because I knew that would be right up the street.
So we've done all the pause ones. What we'll do is we'll do the M&S ones and then we'll talk about the grand review. Two said embrace the stodge. That could be another of our new cliches. Right. Cliches? I mean sayings. I'm not saying that I do cliches. Right, okay. Which one are we trying next?
Let's do your cinnamon.
All right then. So now, guys, we're moving over to M&S. So this is M&S Bakery. You would have seen us try the cinnamon from Bread Ahead. You would have seen us try the cinnamon from Gales. So we're now trying the cinnamon one from M&S. I love that little pot there. It's like a cute little pot. It's almost like an upside down bowler hat. Sam said a custard tart has to have nutmeg grated on top. Now, with the custard tart, she's right. Every time I see a custard tart, it will have that nutmeg grated on top.
Do you mean, though, a custard tart as in a Portuguese custard tart?
That type of one, yeah. But a British one will have the...
I was going to say, because I don't think a tast-a-licious has cinnamon.
Well, actually, until she's just said what I was thinking, I think the powders come from the donut you had just before it.
I don't think so, because the powder that's not powder, it's icing sugar.
Oh, well, okay. Well, let's try this then.
Just saying, it's icing sugar.
Look, it's almost like a
bun at the bottom,
yeah,
like a what do you call it?
like a pork pie.
Muffin. Okay. Let's put that under so not everything goes everywhere.
Look at you, I'm spoon feeding you. Oh, they've got a small bite there. Right, I shall do. I meant an English one. Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought, an English custard.
Right.
Okay, here we go. Nice little base. Lovely little swirl. You can see there it's got the, I say the lamination they call that, don't they? There's me trying to sound professional. Right, here we go.
That's totally different to what I was expecting. Because do you know what I was expecting? A little bit like a pan au raisin. I've
got to say, which is another one of my sayings, this is not, I was expecting it, to be the same, almost crunchy.
Yeah.
It's very light.
Yeah.
It's very fluffy. This is almost like bread. It's almost like somebody's got a loaf of bread and they've just run cinnamon through it. This is delicious.
To me, it's more like cake rather than bread.
This is comfort food. It's so light. It's so and it's a bit stodgy, which I love. If you can just see that bit in there, this is just like eating. How can I describe it? It's like almost like a dumpling. Do you see what I mean? That texture is so. It's got the stodge bit to it, but it's a delicious stodge.
For me, it's more like a cake.
That's really good.
It's for me, it's more like a cake.
I could easily eat the whole thing.
Yeah, eat it.
Oh, I will.
I got it for you, because I know that's what you like.
No, okay. I shouldn't because I've got more to do, but
we got one more to do.
That is so nice. Oh wow. Sam said the junket I mentioned last week would traditionally have nutmeg grated on top too.
Oh.
Do you know what? There is a YouTuber I do watch. And I've forgotten his name now. This is really bad. My memory is terrible. And in it is what he does 18th century cooking. And he said as well, all the stuff he does, he puts nutmeg on everything. Townsends, that's what it was called. The Townsends. They do a lot of food where they'll grate the nutmeg on the top as well. And they'll have it like with egg custard. But even when things like with toast as well, they would have cheese on toast and they would grate the nutmeg on that as well. Never tried cheese on toast with nutmeg, but he recommended it. So there we go.
Yeah, cheese on toast with nutmeg would be weird.
Oh, you said dumplings. My tummy now wants pot sticker dumpling. I love dumplings. You're not a big fan of them, but for me, this is almost like, you know, whether you had the old suet pudding as well. It's got that sort of density to it.
I don't think it's got like a suet taste to it.
That's amazing. All right. I'm sorry. I can't stop eating that one. Right, okay.
Well, is that one of the best ones then?
Well, I'm going to reserve my judgment for the last one. So this is the last one we'll be trying. This is the fruit.
Yeah, this is the berry custard tart.
Right, the berry custard tart. Now, if you can see there closely, and I don't know if you can, so I'm just going to block you out. You can see the tiny little flecks of vanilla in the custard. That's always a good sign. That is always a good sign. Why don't you have this corner to start with? Because you get a raspberry thingy berry. Or do you not like raspberry?
I'm not a raspberry lover, so I'm going to take the raspberry off.
Well, take that corner. Take that corner. Just bite that corner.
No, why can't
I want the raspberry.
Yeah, but why can't I just move the raspberry over there?
Or just bite in that corner.
My goodness.
Right. I'm going to take it from the other side. Well, it's quite flaky, look.
I always try to save the bite because I'm waiting for Mark, and he takes so long because he needs to talk about this, that, and the other. Just take a bite already.
Oh wow! That's delicious. The sharpness of the fruit with the custard.
Oh, I didn't get the raspberry, so I didn't get any sharpness.
No, the sharpness of the raspberry. Hey, Amy, how you doing?
Amy, how are you?
Oh no! Two said Wednesday was horrible. I had to fast all day. That would irritate.
If you have to do a colonoscopy, you have to.
That would irritate me. I go, what? All day? Can't I just? Oh no, that would be. Oh no. Well, you should treat yourself to some of this.
No, because it has to. Everything has to be empty.
No, now she can.
Yeah, now.
How are you, Amy? How are things going? You've been okay? Well, I pick a bit of this.
I hope you're well.
We're good, thank you. I hope you're all right. Right, I'm just jumping in the bar, says Touche. Right, okay. You have now seen us try everything. So, just as a recap, we tried, not this one though, but we tried the apricot custard croissant. There, that's from Paul's. So we'll do Paul's first. Then after that, we didn't do this one. We did this one. So this is from Paul's again. No, that one wasn't eaten. We did do another. We got 2 of them. There you go. I'll do the right one here because I'm all fingers and thumbs. So this one was the apricot. Then we did the chocolate almond croissant, which you've got there. Again, from Paul's. Then we did the then we did
donuts.
The donuts.
The beignets.
Beignets donuts, which have got chocolate filling in them. Then we did the custard slice, the mille-feuille.
The mille-feuille.
Then we moved on to M&S. We did this amazing cinnamon bun. And then last but not least, we did the custard tart thing. Right, let's talk. Let's start, Paul. Oh, let's start. Shall we go straight into it? What was your favourite out of all of them? If someone said, I'm going to buy you one of these things, what's it going to be?
Probably the beignet.
Really?
Yeah.
The donut?
Yeah. I thought it would have been something fruity, to be fair. But, yeah. The beignet.
I'm eating my one. Cinnamon swirl.
Okay.
It was close, but it's so stodgy. It's so soft. It's almost, this is a cinnamon hug in a thing. That's what it's like.
What the question is it the best cinnamon bun?
Do you know what? That's a very good question. It's different because it's bready.
Yeah.
It's not like it's freaking.
But think about the cinnamon that you have when you go to the States.
Yeah. Well, also as well, there's no glaze on this.
Yeah, there's no glaze.
So it's so good. It's just different.
But is it the best? What would you say is the best? If it's not that one, I assume that one would be a close second.
If this one had more glaze?
If that one had any glaze.
Well, that's glaze and it had a bit more cinnamon in it. This one.
So what's the best one then?
You see? I don't know. That's a difficult one.
Not Cinnabon?
Cinnabon ones aren't as fresh as that. No, I don't mean maybe not the word not fresh. It's aren't as soft as that. So I do love that. So that's why. So that's my favourite. Yours is the Paul. Right. Right, let's talk through them again. Did you prefer overall Paul's or M&S's? I know it's a difficult text. There's 5 of Paul's and we only had 2.
Overall, it would have been M&S.
I agree. So I would also say, guys, M&S. It's like this was fantastic as well. This is the M&S. This is the one with the
custard,
the
berry custard tart.
Now, what makes it better?
I think the fact that they're not what you call it. So I'll tell you the problem of each and every one for me.
Let's do this. Start with this one. What's the problem with this one?
Too sour. Yeah.
I just had to remind myself what it was like. I agree with Kelly. The fruit is right. So with this one, the difference here for me, can I just say, there's a lot more sour fruit. Look at the ratio you've got there. You've got a lot more sour fruit to custard. I can barely taste the custard in this. So it is sad. Don't get me wrong. I do like sour. It's nice. But this had a much more sweeter custard ratio. And that's what makes this better for me.
For me, also, with the pastry, is too savoury. It's not sweet, and the pastry itself is not sweet enough.
So there's not a lot of sweetness in this one as well. So I agree. This one's the overall winner. Right. Okay. Between the two of them, because we're trying to do like for like.
I'm not trying to do like for like. You just asked me overall which one I liked, and I said M&S.
All right. Let's go through this one. Oh, no, we've done that one. That's the same one. All right. Let's go through this one, which is the. I'm not going to eat this one because I know this is yours. This panerai, the
almond and chocolate croissant.
Go on.
I like this one. I feel like the chocolate is a little bit, I'm not sure. It doesn't, it's not quite the chocolate that I would have chosen to put in it, but I do like it. But it's not as good as Arome. Arome tops at the moment is top of all the chocolate and almond croissants.
Right. The beignets.
Beignets are really good.
The thing on this is, well, the bread on this is fantastic. If they did raspberries, we might be talking a winner.
But what about if it was the fillings of tast-a-licious?
Oh yeah, you'll be on right up on the street.
Yeah.
It's I just chocolate donuts for me. I just
I don't know if I quite agree that the bread of this donut is better than Bread Ahead's bread of donut.
Right. Looking the board or millefeuille?
No, it tastes of powder to me. I can taste powder. It leaves a powdery residue in my mouth.
Much as I love millefeuille, the custard ratio is not big enough for me. Is it the best millefeuille I've ever had? No. Is it close to it? No.
What's the best millefeuille?
Oh God, I knew you were going to ask me that. It's probably...
Because, yeah, you should know. Because if you were to ask me what my favourite things is, I know. So I'm asking you.
Probably the one in Blackheath. What's it called?
Oh, Boulangerie Jade.
Boulangerie Jade. That's up there.
Right.
But I've got to say, I think there's the custard ratio for me isn't as good as it should be.
You've got all powder all over your nose.
Right. This was just on another planet. I've eaten it. That shows how good it was. For anybody who just tuned in for that, sorry, you didn't see that one.
It's gone.
It's gone. That was a cinnamon roll. And last but not least, I did really like that one.
I liked it. Do you know what? I feel like so we went to Au Craquelin, and they did these creamy hearts. Every single one of those creamy hearts was good. Every single. You could walk in and you could put any creamy heart and it would be good. The thing was when we had to compare them to each other, and like I said, every single one of them was good. But when you started comparing them with each other, that's when you had to try and make hard decisions. For me, I feel like these decisions were quite easy because for me, I thought Paul's would have been more on point, but they weren't. But maybe it's because I didn't try the correct pastry. There are plenty more pastries to try, by the way, in Paul's. And they're doing a raspberry croissant at the moment. But I'm not a lover of raspberries. I don't like the pits in them. I just think, and so, but there are other pastries. So maybe from time to time, I might go in there and pick a pastry up and they're quite reasonable as well compared to other, I mean, I say reasonable, they're expensive, right? They're like £3 something each. And one thing might have been £4. But yeah, as bakery prices go, they are on the more reasonable side. Whereas when you start going to sort of like Gales and Bread Ahead, you're looking at £5, £4 or £5, possibly £6, even £7. So then you're comparing prices.
Sam said, I watched a documentary about Chelsea the other day, and there was a Chelsea bun competition. The winner was lemon flavour, but someone made ham and cheese ones that look good. Do you know what? I actually do like when they add those savoury bits in there. Now, this is an alien concept for me until we went to the United States. When they, and obviously I'm not a person who eats bacon, but that's the first time I see where they do put candied bacon on donuts and different types of cakes and pastries. I've not seen that before.
Yeah.
And I think you are starting to get that more in the UK as well.
I think the idea of salt and sweet, because you get salted caramel and all of that, I think the concept has become ever more popular. However, bacon, I just didn't like the consistency of the donut and the taste of the bacon. I like bacon and sweet things. So I liked that it was a maple glazed donut, and I liked that it was a maple candied bacon. But when you put them together, I didn't like it. I just didn't like the consistency and the bacon together.
So Sam said, making me want a cup of tea now. I'm loving the jam and toast tea bags from Yorkshire Tea at the moment.
Ooh.
Oh, jam and tea toast.
From where?
From Yorkshire Tea.
I'm going to have a look at that. I might, I'll have
where's
to
my tablet?
get some and try it.
Does it actually taste like jam and toast? I mean, can you actually taste toast, or does it taste more like jam? I love jam and toast. When you've got that combo of the toast, the butter, and then the jam, when it all seeps in together, that's delicious.
But the thing is, I get a little bit disappointed because Siobhan has sent me a couple of things where it's like KFC tasting popcorn and pigs in blanket tasting crisps. And the thing about those is, I've not tried them yet, by the way, but the thing about those are they never taste like the takeaway. So like the pigs in blanket, I doubt very much it's going to taste of pigs in blanket. I think it will just have a very strong bacon flavor rather than sausage and bacon. And the KFC, I don't even know what type of flavor. I mean, what, they put 11 secret herbs and spices in the thing? I mean,
it tastes like strawberry jam and toast. It's so good. They do a biscuit tea too, but the toast one is better. So does it? You can actually taste. How have they done that? Make the tea taste like toast. Well, sometimes as well. So for example, they did a really nice. Fortnum & Masons did a really nice lemon curd one, and they stopped doing it.
But it didn't taste of lemon curd.
It did, because it had bits of rind in it.
Yeah, but it didn't taste of lemon curd.
I disagree.
It tastes of lemon, don't get me wrong, but it didn't taste of lemon curd. That's two different things.
St. Cott said, it looks like I'm off to M&S again tomorrow for that custom food one. Right, I was going to say, actually, they're going to have to start sponsoring us, because we're sending loads of custom.
I'm telling you, but M&S are knocking it out the park.
Yeah, they are. I've got to say. Now, if you are going to Paul's, I would say from what Kelly and I have just done, we would probably recommend these.
Yeah.
The Bernays. So the others were nice, but M&S, for me, that cinnamon thing was delicious. This is nice. So I know I'm going to show it again, but it's a bit eaten now. But that was really good. It's got a lovely taste. It's got the nice tang of the vegetables, the fruit. But you've also got that custard, which is nice and sweet and very vanilla-y.
I will tell you this. M&S also do an apricot croissant, which is really good.
Oh, yeah.
I will get that. If they've got any in stock, the next time when I'm there, I will get it and we'll try it. But from what I remember, they will. Yeah, they have that, and it's really good.
So Sam said, I was surprised how much it tastes of toast and jam. You must try it. What we will have to do now, one thing we do on the lives, as you guys know and you always see, is we do a lot of cakes. But one thing we haven't done are drinks.
No, so, we haven't done drinks. Yeah, we have done drinks on the live before.
We have done, but not for a long time.
Not for a long time.
So the drinks that we've done, we neither do, with Starbucks bring out some new drinks, we'll try those. Acosta bring out some new drinks, we'll try those. But we haven't done something like reviewing tea and stuff like that.
No, we haven't.
We tend to do food because of the look of it as well. You can see the look of it, the temptation of it. Drink can be a bit different. We do need to try your magic potions.
Oh, yeah.
Which have been up there for ages.
Glittery ones. Yeah, we haven't tried those.
And we will try the Friends biscuits, which we haven't done for a while. Or they're a bit past their best before date, but we will try them, and we must take that into account.
Yeah.
But we will Google, where is my tablet? I'm going to quickly get it because I want to have a look at this.
And is there any water? I feel like I really need some water.
I'll get you some water.
Thank you very much. I feel like M&S. I mean, I always big up M&S because pretty much I can go in there and I can guarantee I will come out with something that is so tasty, so delicious, and all of that type of stuff. We always do our shop. We normally do like a Tesco shop or a Sainsbury's shop or anything like that. But every time I go to M&S, every single time, they've got like little pots of this and little pots of that, and like just I don't know. They do really great sandwiches. They do great salads. Food is just taken off. I swear, they're just doing really, really good.
Sam said, "I love tea. My dad would call himself a tea Jenny in a Scottish expression. So we will do that as well. We will have a look at that. The other thing
is a tea Jenny like a tea connoisseur. Like, is he like a tea connoisseur? Like he knows all about his teas, or is like a tea Jenny like he just loves tea?
So, St. Cott said, what's your vlog of Humble Crumble this weekend? Look delicious. Shame they are only in London.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Kelly said Sam. Yeah, that's right.
So, like a tea connoisseur. That's the thing, because I love tea. I love tea. So every time we go, I'll try different. So if we're going to like an afternoon tea, I'll try different. If they allow you to try different teas, like get different teas, then that's what I'll do. But I really like chocolate tea. I feel like the chocolate tea is so good. If you ever pass a Whittards, try and get the chocolate tea. It's so good. They do a dark one and they do like a white chocolate one as well. But I think the dark one's better because you can add milk to it and it's just really good.
So there you go. For anybody interested, that's what it looks like. If you want to try the toast and jam tea there. So going back to, sorry, what you were saying, Humble Crumble. So Kelly and I did go back to Humble Crumble and retry. I think there was a bit of issue with the footage. I haven't tested it yet. So
yeah, I think we're going to go, but we're going to go back again, I think.
Yeah.
Because they didn't even do, so basically they said to me, so they had sold out of frozen custard. So you could also get crumble with ice cream. It wasn't ice cream that they gave me. It was like a whipped clotted cream, if you like. So it wasn't like a proper ice cream. So like I can't honestly say that I gave it a fair review. So I need to go back and have it with whatever it is that I want it with, rather than having a substitution. But what I didn't realize, you can actually order it online and you don't have to queue. Everybody's queuing. Next time I'm just going to order it online. I'm going to go there and I'm going to pick it up.
There you go. So we're going to, oh yeah, that's true. Actually, we can do it that way.
Yeah,
so the queues, as you'll see from the video, are massive. Now that's the one we went to in Shepherd's Bush. We will go to the one in
Spitalfields.
Sorry, not Shepherd's Bush. We will go to the one in Borough Market, because that one is also as well got a massive queue, but they do have it there.
Yeah.
Whereabouts are you based, St. Cot? Just if you don't mind me asking, out of interest, because we'll try and do something that's sort of around the whole UK, so other people can try these sort of things.
That's why I typically like to try the chains. Because if we do try the chains, then people in any part of the UK can go and try, like a Toby. Tobies are always good because they're dotted around the place and everybody can go and try and find one that's near them or something like that. Same with Paul's, same with M&S, and just like if we were going to try pizza, like Pizza Hut, although poor Pizza Hut. Because they're closing some stores.
Pizza Hut's going down. Well, yeah. Are they going bankrupt? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Sam said it means both. It can mean either way. For T Jenny.
Oh right, T Jenny. Right.
You're based in Southampton.
Is that where Shalina's thing is based? I can never remember if it's Southampton or Northampton.
No, it's Southampton.
Right.
Sam said we used to pick blackberries by the bucketful on the farm and make crumbles all year. So tasty. I like apple and blackberry crumble.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
Now I've got to say, when we went to Humble Crumble the second time, they did, it's amazing. I have never ever had strawberries in a crumble, but it was strawberries, elderflower, and what else was it?
Peach.
And peach. That was your one.
Yeah.
And my one, I can't remember for the life of me what I had.
I thought that was your one.
No, peach I had. Yours had something else. Hang on, I can't even remember it. I have to Google it.
I thought I wanted to get an Eton Mess, and they didn't have the Eton Mess.
They didn't have
I was annoyed because I thought I want the Eton Mess, and I was just like,
So they didn't have that one.
Or was it plum? No, yours was plum and mine was peach.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I didn't want to get plum. So he got plum and whatever, and I got the strawberry, peach, and elderflower. And I didn't enjoy it because it didn't have. I like my things a la mode, so I either wanted frozen custard or ice cream, because I like the hot and the cold, and I don't really like hot custard and things like that. But equally, I'd probably get cream. Let's say like a double cream. But even then, I don't prefer double cream. I prefer carnation milk.
Right. Let's tell people exactly what it was, because you got it completely
Go on.
wrong.
All right, you tell me then.
Well, it says, Sam says strawberry crumble is the best. I love how it changes the flavour of the strawberries. Sam, it's incredible. So this is what they did. We will go back there and refilm it because, like I said, the filming didn't go out so well. It was strawberry, raspberry, apple, and sparkling elderflower.
Right.
That was, and we need to go quite soon because I'm sensing that's a summer one.
What's the next? What was the one that you had?
So the one I had was plum, blackberry, and orange.
Yeah, I knew.
No, sorry, no, it wasn't that one. Sorry, that was one they had. I didn't have that one. So you could have plum, blackberry, and orange crumble. But the one I had was nectarine and sour cherry.
Yeah.
Now the reason I went for that is because I love cherries, but it did, I don't know why I'm banging the desk,
No,
but
neither do I.
it did taste quite sour all the way through.
Yeah, you preferred mine.
The nectarines were completely lost in the crumble, according to my taste.
Right.
The cherry you could just about taste, but it wasn't that good. The strawberry, raspberry, apple, and sparkling elderflower was for me the best one.
Yeah, you because I gave mine to Mark in the end because it was annoying me that it wasn't a la mode or frozen custard. So and like I feel like when I ask for something or when I get something, that's what it is that I expect. So I expect it to have been ice cream of some sort.
Look at this. So this is what they are doing now. They are doing pumpkin spiced apple crumble. So we've got to get back down there. Oh, I can't this weekend. Right, I'm going for that. You're going to have to go for the strawberry again because I want both. That's just how it is. We'll have to get several.
Yeah, several. I'm placing the order on the app. Yeah, we need several of these. Yeah.
Does anybody want to come and join us and they can have the strawberry one so I can have a little bit of each?
So you can try a bit of each.
Because I want to try the pumpkin one, I want to try the strawberry one, and I want to try the other one, the plum one.
No, you didn't like the plum one.
No.
Oh, yeah. The other plum one. Yeah.
Elderflower is such a beautiful flavour. Do you know what I noticed? I was watching a program where someone was elderflower, and they took the elderflower, they dipped it in batter, and they deep fat fried. You don't chuck the whole thing, you just hold it in the deep fryer with the stalk. That's what he did, and he said it's delicious. Never tried it myself, but
I think anything you fry in batter these days is probably going to taste nice. Everything except bananas.
Oh, I don't know, but yeah. But guys, if
you've all got crumbs all over on that.
I think it's probably spots.
It's crumbs.
So guys, I would definitely recommend, if you like strawberries, put it in a crumble. It is absolutely fantastic. As Sam says, it really does change the dimension of the strawberry. But
I imagine it to be like a jammy consistency.
Oh no! Well, you tried it. It was fantastic.
Yeah, well, it wasn't because I was annoyed because it wasn't.
You've got to, just because you don't have ice cream, you just have to go.
Hold on a second, Mister. If I don't eat it now, so there was no space to sit down, and he was getting annoyed because we had to go and try and find a space to sit down, and he's telling me like.
So we walked about 2/3 of the way across London.
No, we didn't.
Well, why are we going? Anyway,
well, unless you wanted to eat on top of a bin.
Tu said, somebody summoned me out of the bath by saying Toby Carvery. We were calling you.
We were calling you.
Now,
Toby.
Talking of Toby, this is one thing I wanted to say. I've realised.
Go on.
I've realised. Whenever we've done a Toby Carvery video, we have only ever done the main.
Yeah.
We have never done the desserts. So we need to do a video just on the desserts. So,
I thought there was one when we did do desserts.
We have never done the desserts. So I think...
But do you know what? I mean, they're switching up their desserts soon, they were saying.
Yeah, so we do it when the new menu comes out.
Now, I'm going to say something controversial. I do not like sticky toffee pudding. I don't. I'm sorry, but I don't like it.
You're weird.
That may be the case, and I'm proud to be weird. But I do love syrup sponge. I love syrup sponge, and I want it with ice cream. Don't tell me custard and all that. I want it with ice cream. I want it cold. I want the cold and I want the hot. And they don't do syrup sponge anymore.
Now, for anybody that's interested, I should say, or interesting, Toby Carvery, if you're interested, I'm doing a competition at the moment to win a 5-star getaway or £250 worth of vouchers. That's on their website.
That's a lot of Carvery.
But yeah, exactly. I'll probably use that in one sitting. But £250, yeah, for Toby Carvery vouchers. If you enter the competition, I might do that in a minute. But what we will do is we will look at doing a video on their desserts, because we do want to do their desserts. They do traditional British desserts, as you guys probably know.
But I'm not eating sticky.
No, you don't have to eat.
I'm not eating sticky toffee pudding.
You don't. There's plenty there. You don't have to eat.
Just
that.
saying, I'm not eating sticky toffee pudding. So I don't like it.
Well, I don't get that.
I don't like it.
So I'm on their thing right now, and it doesn't have their menu, which is a bit weird. Oh, yes, it does. Right, it's hidden away. Right. So just to give you an idea, so Touche, they no longer do the billionaire bar? No, they don't. That is true. They've stopped doing it.
No, but they had it when we were there the other day.
Right. Okay, let's have a little look. So they do have their midweek menu, which is slightly different. So I might book a time off. Right, some time off for us to go midweek. Now then, I'll go away. I want their puddings. Okay.
We'll see.
Right, so this is what they're doing. They are currently doing the cookie dough sundae, the honeycomb dream sundae. They're doing the dairy ice cream, the chocolate fudge cake. They're doing the mint aero and ice cream York. I'm having to read this backwards, Yorkie. They're doing the seasonal crumble, which was, when we went, was plum and cinnamon. They also have, here it says spiced apple and blackberry. Here you go. Or spiced apple and plum. And then comes an advert for Christmas. This is new. They do chocolate pancakes, baked vanilla cheesecake, the apple what is that? Sorry, it scrolled up too much. Yeah, apple udall, and they do the cookie dough chocolate brownie, and the sticky toffee pudding, and of course rice pudding they do. So that is the selection there. We will have to really discipline ourselves and go for a much smaller portion this time round.
There ain't nothing on that. Do you know what it is? A lot of restaurants, I don't eat dessert. A lot of restaurants, because the desserts never ever jump out at me. If we go to Wales though, I will have the white chocolate and ginger cheesecake, because that is amazing. Whoever came up with that concept, kudos, because it's just delicious. If you ever discontinue it, I'll be heartbroken.
So there you go. That's Kelly's recommendation. If you are going to Wagamama's, the white chocolate ginger cheesecake.
So good.
Now, Touche is saying that she thinks the menu has changed on Wednesday.
Yeah, I think you might be correct, because they were talking about the menu changing when we were there, and that was on Sunday.
Now, Sam has asked you a question. Have you ever
I don't know what that means.
Have you ever?
Yeah.
Sorry. So I was going to keep doing it until just to wind her up. And
then when I'm wound up, he'll say, "I'm only winding you up," and that's I'm wound up.
Sorry.
Let's go.
Sam's laughing, and she put the laughing emoji on there. Sam has asked, "Have you ever been to Salt Bay's restaurant?" So anybody not familiar, that's what Salt Bay does. He does the thing. So when I was going, what? Have you what?
And then when you're wound up, they're like, "Oh, I'm only winding you up," and that, right now I'm wound up. Let's go. What? And what?
Sam, please give me someone else to wind her up on. Just something else. Have you ever? No. So sorry.
You know the live does end, and then we'll be on our own without the others.
So if I'm going to put a black eye on Tuesday, you'll know why. So Salt Bay, I'm pretty sure. Does he have a restaurant in London?
I think he does, but no. And
Sorry, going. Sorry, I'm gonna get into trouble.
No, and
We've
I
never
don't
been,
know
no.
how much it would be.
Well, I was going to tell you now. This is the reason why I have this here.
I would see if Mark would take me to Salt Bay.
So yes. So the steakhouse in London, which is Nusret. Sorry, I didn't read the last part of it. Then you'll get a slap. Yeah, she'll slap me like this. So Nusret.
You mean snake starts?
Yeah, exactly. I'll be covered in salt. Oh my god, it's had bad reviews. So if anybody's interested, Nusret, I think that's how you pronounce it, is in Knightsbridge. And my tablet is
Nusret.
Oh, for goodness sake. This laptop's getting on my nerves.
But it's very old. You know, it's on its last legs.
Right, I do wonder if
while Mark is dancing around on his tablet, let me read.
No, I just thought they would ask.
Hi, Mark. Da-da. Or da-da-da-da-da. It's massive park. What can possibly go wrong? It's an electric fence, gets chopped through.
Hey, Richard, how you doing? You all right?
Hey, Richard, I don't understand anything you've just said.
What's a massive park? What are you going from? Oh, hang on a second. Are you going for the park now? Is that what you're saying?
No, he's not in the park. He's at home. Well, when I.
Well, no. How do you know? He could be.
Because we were messaging earlier.
Ah, okay. All right, Nusret Steakhouse. Let's try and get into this because this is taking forever.
Nope. I don't think it exists anymore.
I wonder if it exists, because I can't seem to get on there. Right, okay.
Can't believe someone cut down Robin Hood tree. Girl.
Oh, I know. So for anybody not familiar, that may not know, on Hadrian's Wall, which is in the north of England, there's a very famous little hill that goes, sort of two hills that go down, and in between is a very famous tree. They call it the Robin Hood tree because it was somebody actually was sat in it in the film Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
All right.
But what was interesting is the locals were saying it's impossible for you to climb that tree because there's no lower branches.
Right.
So they would have had to hoisted him up there, sat him on, and they did it. But yeah, it's 300 years old, and it was a 16-year-old that cut it down. So he's been arrested.
How did he cut it down? What, with a chainsaw?
Oh, probably, yeah.
16-year-old with a chainsaw. Hi, Charlie.
Hey, Charlie, how are you? 175.
Wow.
Well done. You're going up there. He's top themed it. What do you mean? Hang on, I'm getting confused now.
Yeah.
Right. So Nusret, I was going to say here, it's got. Here it is. Here, I've never been. Now the reason why I've got that. So there you go. Salt Bay for anybody that is interested. That's him there. The reason why I wouldn't tend to go is because it's just steak.
Well, no, at all sort of meat places, they will do a vegetarian option.
Will he do that on my veg?
Yeah, I'll get him to do it on purpose for you.
Right, on my vegetables. Richard said tomorrow's vlog is on off my huge vlog, no spoilers.
Ooh,
so you're not even going to little tempter. You're not even going to just tell us what it is. I know. I can't believe that tree though. That was absolutely diabolical.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just hearing about it, so I don't know.
Ah, that's what Richard. See, this is what Richard is so sharp. He'll pick up on these things. I didn't get it until I saw that. Yeah, so I on my a massive part. What could possibly go wrong is electric fence gets chopped through.
Yeah, right. Okay, get it now.
Do you know what, Richard? That actually could be the review for any of the Jurassic Park films.
Yeah,
that is exactly what happens in all of them. It's funny that actually, if you think about it, that's the only way the Jurassic Park films can go. You got a park because it's a Jurassic Park, so it's a park full of dinosaurs. The only way you can make it exciting is for a dinosaur to escape. Otherwise, that's all you can do. If the dinosaurs don't escape, that's going to be one boring film of them just going round and round and round and round. The only other way you can you think of, here's one competition, think of another plot for Jurassic Park that doesn't involve a dinosaur escaping from the cage.
Well, yeah, but in 2 and 3, they don't escape from a cage.
They must do.
No, because they go to the island. I think that's in 2, or is that in 3? In one of them, they go to
But
the
it's a
island,
it's
but
a
they're not in a fence.
there's a
No.
follow-on from that though, isn't it? Where they
Yeah,
escape
but
from
they're
the
not.
cage.
What I'm saying is they're not in a fence.
So how would you do a plot where they don't escape from the cages?
Well, number 2 doesn't escape from the pages.
But
That's
they've
what I'm
already
telling
previously in one. There's a follow-on, so you're not allowed to follow it on from some of the
you.
escapes.
You just said
There
name
you
of
go.
it where you can't. Well, no, because that's what number 2 is. They've escaped. They are now not in cages.
Ah, Richard said, okay, one hint for my big vlog. It's not in the zones, it's outer zones.
Ooh.
Now, by zones, I'm assuming Richard's meaning the actual the travel zones in London.
And not the Twilight Zone.
Yes, so I am wondering if Richard's actually leaving London. Oh, Sam had a little plot, time travel. You could
Yeah.
go back in time.
Go back in time.
Do you know what?
They're just roaming around free.
The only thing I could have thought would be a good plot twist, and like I said, couples goals. Mark and Kelly's goals too. The only thing
I don't know about that. We argue a lot.
We do, but the only thing I could do as a plot twist is that once the dinosaurs escape, they actually then start going into the
Sorry
cities.
about the stains on my top, by the way.
You stop it! I'm doing my plot twist.
All right, I'm just saying. I'm sorry.
So the only plot twist, shush, is that they. I was joking. No, but in serious, the only plot twist you could do is if the dinosaurs go into the city, then man's got to fight the dinosaurs. That's the only other plot twist I could think of. Otherwise,
I think that's what is going to happen, though, isn't it?
Oh, I hope
I've not watched the latest one, so I would need to watch the latest one.
No, exactly. I think they're gonna leave it. It's gonna die a death.
So basically, so when I set up the live, it asks if I want to do if we want to do adverts mid live, and I don't want to do adverts while we're talking to you, but you can't opt out of the adverts during the live, so the adverts pop up and I just skip them, and I hope that you guys aren't getting the adverts, but I don't mind them at the beginning or the end. I just don't want any adverts in the middle. So
yeah, exactly. So we if we do, that's the reason why. Do bear with us.
Yeah, sorry about it. But they've changed it on the thing now, because before you could do it so that there are adverts before or there are adverts after, but you could opt out of midway, and I always opt out of it, but the option didn't come up this time. So apologies. I am skipping them so that you guys don't get adverts.
She said, I get food stains too, babes. The best of us do.
I know. I was just like, so my nephew came over today. I was doing some work. I was answering emails and stuff like that. And then he came and I cooked a steak. So Mark bought us some ribeye, but the thick ribeye ones. And so he came in. I said, "Oh, do you want some food?" He said, "Oh, yes, please, Auntie," and all of this. I was like, "All right." And so I made I didn't make dauphinoise potatoes. I just bought dauphinoise potatoes. I just bunged them in the oven. I sort of seasoned them, bunged them in the oven, and then washed the steak, cleaned my steak, and then started frying it. And I seasoned it, fried it, and all of this. And then we had sweet corn. He absolutely loved it, and so did I. It was so delicious. But as you can see, these are the remnants of the steak. Sorry.
Richard said crisp today with Itsu prawn cocktail crackers. But wait, says duck flavour.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Itsu, you like Itsu?
I love Itsu.
What were they like, Richard? Were they any good?
I haven't had the duck. I believe Richard's talking about the prawn crackers.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've tasted the duck flavour prawn crackers before. But I love Itsu. I go there at least once or twice a week. I love it.
Tushi said, Mark, buy her a bib that says melt my cheese. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do that as well. Your catchphrase thing. We do want to try and get you a t-shirt that says that.
Yeah.
And I want a picture of you doing this with the croissant, because I think that's what it's got to be.
Well, yeah.
With
or
melt.
I think just a piece of cheese that's just melted at the bottom.
No, it's got to have your picture on because it's your thing.
Yeah.
Sam said she got an ad blocker.
Ah.
That's interesting.
Because I skipped the ads, so I hope no one's getting any ads.
Richard said, "Oh, got a free Yves Saint Laurent perfume, and some lady posh, 1 and free hot drink and free experience chocolate progress had a free experience. Sorry, let me do that again. Not experience, he meant expensive chocolates. How did you get all that? So you got free Yves Saint Laurent perfume and free hot drink and free expensive chocolates.
Wow.
What's happening? What is happening? Richard, how are you getting all this freebie stuff?
I know.
You did mention, I think earlier, you were saying that you'd mentioned about getting some freebies. But how did you get these freebies? Or is it a top secret? You're not allowed to. Touche said Kelly is a queen.
Yes, queen. Yes.
She is definitely that.
Richard, miss my crown.
Richard said, "Oh, you ask. I do ask, but like I said, you don't have to tell. I don't want you to divulge if you're not comfortable.
Divulge, yeah.
If it's going to get you or someone else into trouble, I don't want that to happen. But
Toshi, I love you.
but I don't know. How you got those, because that is there's always. Do you know what? It does actually beg a belief that how many things are apps or competitions or stuff where you can get freebies. And so I was going to say, Andy, my friend, his ex-girlfriend used to go and see a free film every week. And what it was it was in certain magazines. They would say that if you applied for it as well, they would want you'd have to give feedback on the film. But and the only, obviously, the downside to it is you had to go and see the film that they were offering if you wanted the free film. But they would let you in for free. So she went to see a free film every week. And most of them were blockbusters she would have wanted to see anyway. You just had to give some feedback about the film. Touche said, yes, babes, always wear your invisible crown. Love you too, darling.
Oh, bless you. I know. I was thinking the other day, because Christmas is going to be coming up. I wanted to get a headband with a Christmas hat on it.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I've got my Mickey ears. I've got a couple of Mickey ears with the Christmas hat, but I just wanted a plain one with a Christmas hat that I could just wear along with my Christmas jumper. They'll think I'm a bit mad, but like I'm weird anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Richard said, Yves Saint Laurent pop-up store there. Oh, where's there? Or is that a secret as well? I don't want to, like I said, don't divulge it if you want to, if it's your little secret. But I'm just interested that there's an Yves Saint Laurent pop-up thing. Richard gets all these little, really good gems.
Do you know what? He's always out and about. We're not always out and about,
no,
but I feel like Richard really makes the most of things, and he like gets up and he's going and he's doing his thing, and he goes and he goes about and does his things. But we don't get to go out as much really. But yeah, all props to Richard because he's like always doing something. Yeah, so it's really good that you can, do you know what I mean, like find these little gems and sort of like it's just really good.
Touche said, always wear yours too, Mark, you king. Oh, bless you. Equal love. And Queen Touche as well. Who can remember Queen Touche?
I know.
In her royal bathroom throne.
Of course. You know what I'm saying? She's jumping in the bath.
Exactly.
Did you have your Epsom salt?
But no, that's interesting though with the pop-up ones as well. Whenever we do hear a freebies, of course, we'll always let you guys know on the live, but it's quite rare we do. We don't.
Yeah, we don't like really do a lot of freebies and stuff like that. We don't. I mean, you get like samples and things like that and all of that type of stuff. But I only tend to get stuff for free when I'm talking to people. So, like, if we're on the plane, and do you remember the lady gave me a whole load of snacks?
Yeah.
But my mum tends to get, like, when she gets chatting to people, they are, like, sometimes they, so we were on the Eurostar, and we ended up in Premiere. We didn't book Premiere, but we ended up in Premiere because our train got cancelled and all of this type of stuff. Anyway, so my mum was chatting to one of the wait staff and all of this. Oh, they brought her free food and everything. They brought her Premiere staff service. We didn't get anything. But my mum, I think my mum was sitting with your mum. And then, they brought it. My mum's like, oh, yeah, do you think we can get something? Yeah, they brought it all over to her. Or anything spare that they had, they brought it over to her. Yeah.
Touche said, laughing my ass off. Queen of Touches. Oh, brilliant. No, I was going to say.
Nothing wrong with the old Touche.
What was I going to say? It's just funny with all these like freebies and what have you. Because I know Richard gets a lot of them when he goes to the exhibitions.
Yeah, he does.
And Richard, you like to go to your expos, don't you? There's quite a lot of expos you go to.
Yeah, I don't go to a lot. We try to, but something inevitably always pops up for us that, we can't attend this or we can't attend that. And plus, like you working and all of that type of stuff, and it's just difficult to get away or take time off and go and do something that we really want to do and all of that type of stuff. But yeah, we try to do the best that we can, but also like you're working quite a lot. And so I think that because like I would do a lot of the editing, and then Mark wanted to do a lot of the editing. I think he likes the creative part of it and stuff. And I was getting a little bit bored of the editing, but I think I need to take on a bit more of the editing now so that we can get videos to you guys and things like that. So yeah, we just need to work out the logistics, because I'd like to get a new laptop. This would be far too heavy or big to bring anywhere with me. So I need to get a small laptop, and then during my lunch hour, then do what I want to do and all of that type of stuff. And then, yeah.
So, yeah, as I say, apologies for our tardiness in getting videos up. This month has been absolute hell for me work-wise. I've had loads of work to do. I've been working long hours into the evenings and some weekends as well. So I've not had any time to do any editing this month, so September. But it will get easier for me next month. My course is finished. I will have to do bits and bobs, but I can dedicate a lot more time, well, actually some time this time around, to editing. So I will be able to do a bit more editing as from Monday onwards. So yes, when I have a bit of spare time, I will then get straight back to editing. We do have quite a few films, little films, videos, I should say, that we do need to edit. I will crack on with those as soon as I can. And then once we're back into the swing of it, we will be uploading much more regularly.
Yeah.
So please do bear with us. Been a bit of a nightmare month, but we're getting through. Oh, bless you too. No need to apologize. Bless you, Mark. Glad your workload will get easier for you.
Yeah, I feel that you need it.
Oh yeah, it's been very. I won't go bore you guys with it. It's been a very, very, very busy month for me this month. More than I knew it would be busy. I did not as busy as is it.
Yeah, I think we've both been sort of like really sort of like busy, but you more so.
Yeah.
But me just getting to grips with things and sort of doing new things and all of that type of stuff. So it's just been, I feel like it's been full on for both of us, but more so Mark, because his workload is just sheer craziness.
Embrace the chaos. And yes, I was living by that for the entire month. I tell you, it's been absolutely and utterly chaotic, but I just thought it's all for a greater good. So yeah, a bit of a whirlwind, Sam, but we are getting there with it as well.
Yeah.
Definitely as well. I've been using a few techniques actually that we've been discussing about, and I'm learning on YouTube to relax and myself as well. So I will discuss those on a live later because they did help me.
Yeah, I think I want to look at things that are just, so there are some sort of like practices that I would like to implement, but I'm finding very difficult. Like not looking at my phone an hour before bedtime. And things like that. Like I fall asleep quite quickly. There was a little bit of a period of time when I wasn't falling asleep as quickly as I normally was, but now I'm just like, and then I'm just asleep. And what I would like to do, I hope I'm not getting a cold sore because I'm getting a bit itchy here. So I'm because I've been quite tired. And normally when I'm really run down, a cold sore inevitably pops up, and I can see that it's a bit red.
I know. We're going to talk about our ailments now, but I get loads of spots here, and I always get them around here when I'm stressed. I don't know why. They're just this area.
Do you remember when you used to get spots on your eyes? You had to get like
oh no, that's not spots. That's
because that would
that's a stress rash.
Yeah, you used to get like really rashes, spots. Yeah. But I remember it would because you were run down. I tend to get cold sores, and I know that over the last week or so, and plus I've been staying up late and then getting up early and all of that type of stuff, and I've not been going to bed relatively early. Like sometimes I'll go upstairs early, but I'm not relaxing, if that makes sense. And I do want to try and implement some stuff, and I also want to try and implement a bit more. I'm not doing any exercise and stuff like that, and I haven't been for quite a long time. So I'd like to implement something a bit more exercise kind of thing, just to sort of put me in a better stead. But I think I just want to find more time for myself, which I'm finding very difficult at the moment. That I'm not. So the weekend will arrive and all of that type of stuff, and we're doing something, but I'm inevitably watching something, or I'm inevitably doing something, but I'm never just being at one with myself. And I would like to take that a bit more on board, I think.
Meditation, says Touche, can promote it.
Yeah.
Can't promote it enough. It does
Yeah.
wonders. We will have
agree
to
with
try
you.
that.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, guys. Hugs. Oh, hugs to you guys as well. Our virtual hugs. But we will, if there's any meditation things you can recommend, guys, or if there's any YouTube
like
channels,
techniques or something
Yeah.
that will just, I think, help. I think what I need, I don't know if you're the same. For me, I feel like you just need a lighter workload. And I think for me, I want to be able to clear my mind. So I want to just sort of like, like when you see the meditation tanks and people are just like, I feel like I would be a little bit claustrophobic, but I feel like I need something like that, just something just to clear my mind, and I'm just floating and there's nothing. But I want the meditation and not falling asleep, because there's a difference. And that's the level that I'm trying to work out, the difference between meditating and not falling asleep.
So going back to what I was saying here, so if there's any YouTube videos that you could guys recommend, or anybody that you know of that you can see online, please do send it over. We will definitely have a look at those. Two said, I've got some simple, short, natural noises on my little channel. All right, we'll check that out.
Do you have a channel?
You would an avatar? You'd have that's your channel.
No, sometimes people just do an avatar. I didn't even know, Tushi.
Well,
I will take a look at your channel.
Make sure you resubscribe.
Yeah, for sure.
Richard said, I got Pru Cafe Nero beans at Waitrose for £1.15. Was £30. It's sweet orange, ripe cherry, and dark chocolate flavour beans. Need to grind. Wow. Oh, that's interesting.
Do you have a grinder?
We do.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
Again, we're not sponsored by anybody, but if you're interested, there's a really good grinder you can get on Amazon, but as a James Martin coffee grinder, it's very cheap. It's about £10 of this grinder, electric grinder. Hang on. And then you just put them in, press the button, and it will grind. It
was a herb grinder that can be used as a coffee grinder. Yeah. Just in case, if you're Googling something, or if you're looking for it, it's actually a herb one, or a seeds one, because I wanted to do crushed curry powder. I wanted to make my own curry powder. And then you were using it quite a lot, so I just left it for Mark to do. I thought I'll get another one another time and then do mine. But yeah, I wanted to start making my own curry powder.
Sam said fibro affects sleep patterns. It's so hard when you can't sleep. Yeah. I know. It's I found that as well. I've been struggling to sleep. I'll get up in the middle of the night, and then sod's law. As soon as you go back to sleep, then you just start to go into your REMs, and then the alarm wakes me up.
Yeah, I feel like with me, it's a case of I will wake up early hours of the morning, maybe to go to the toilet or something, and then I find it quite a long time before I'm falling back asleep. But I find like these days I'm only getting 5 hours worth of sleep. Like my body literally.
Oh, that's why you're tired in the evening.
Yeah, I literally can't sleep longer for some reason than 5 hours. So, and normally I feel like I need 7. I feel I need 7 hours.
At least.
Mark needs 14, but I need just 7. And I find that I'm only sleeping 5, and I'll wake up early hours in the morning. And normally I could go to the toilet and then fall straight back asleep. But for some unknown reason, these days I cannot fall back asleep. And what's happening with me is I'm in that midway stage. So I'm not awake, but I'm not asleep either. And I'm just constantly there until the alarm goes off.
Sleep purgatory. Two said, thanks, lovelies. Heather Feather is good. Okay.
Oh, I'll have a look.
Richard said, just ate a coffee bean. Yum. Do you know what? Have you tried chocolate covered coffee beans?
Yeah,
Richard? They're
they're
really,
good.
really good. I really recommend those as well. That combo of chocolate and coffee is delicious. I have seen recipes for chocolate cake where they tell you to put coffee in it to give it that extra boost. Sam said, I get maybe 2 hours a night. Sleep interrupted. Oh, Sam, you must be tired all the time.
Mm.
It's just that must be a nightmare. I would love that. I don't know how. I used to. I think when I'm less stressed, I can just sleep all the way through.
Yeah, like it's. I can sleep all the way through, but you know when it's not all the way through, but on the weekends, it's like I'm not concentrating on. Oh, I've got to get up in a minute. I've got to get up in a minute. I've got to get up in a minute.
When you got that on your mind.
Yeah.
Richard said. Oh, hang on. Sorry. A little message popped up on here. Richard said, Mark's ideas, a boost, a quick rush. It does. Honestly, Richard, try that. And also the coffee, if you put coffee, if the coffee bean has chocolate around it, it gives it a nice, pleasant taste as well. I have done that for a quick rush, definitely. Sam said, a lot of days, the tiredness and the fatigue are worse than the pain. Oh, Sam. I can imagine that too, actually. Do you know what? It's when you're really, really, really tired, that can be really difficult, especially when you have to concentrate. I seem to wake up every hour sometimes. It would seem nice just to look at the alarm clock. Oh, touche.
I try not to look at the alarm clock because if I look at the alarm clock, there is a problem. Yeah.
Right then, guys, we've been going for an hour and a half. So I think we will end the live this here.
Yeah.
Touche said you can buy a calming tea to have before bedtime, like chamomile. Yeah, I have heard that. Hot milk is another one, but I do like the sound of chamomile.
Do you know, like with chamomile and stuff like that, for me, they don't work.
Well,
like I've tried that and it just doesn't work. I feel like teas don't really work for me.
No, I think you got to find your groove.
Yeah.
Anyway, on that, guys, thank you so much for the live today as well. We had a fantastic chat with you, as we always do. That is it from Mark and Kelly's Tricks, Tips and Things for this week. However, we will be back, as you guys know, usual time, 6:30, and we will do 6:30 Tuesday, UK time. Have a fantastic weekend, guys. I hope you have a great weekend too. Do look after yourselves, whatever you do. St. Cot, if you can get down to the M&S, there's our recommendations right there. Enjoy it. As I say, we will hopefully see you on the next live. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. And we will see you then. Bye for now.
Melt my cheese. Bye for now.
Have a great weekend, guys.
Have a good
Take
weekend.
care.
Bye.
Bye.